Hi everyone, and today I come with another video that is related to the pedigree analysis. And this is today's topic is, and these are the actually videos that is related to pedigree and how we calculate or identify the different types of pedigrees, and with the proper example we learn about this. Okay, and before going to this topic, I want to say thanks to all of you who have already subscribed my channel. Okay, so let's start. This is, you can see example. These are in the first generation 1 and 2. In the second generation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the third generation 1 and 2. So first we have to identify this is autosomal or sex-linked. You can see here in the second generation, you follow the third generation. There you cannot understand here that it is autosomal or the sex-linked. But in case of second generation, you can see that both males and females affected. Here, both males and females affected. Not only males, not only females. Both male and females are affected. Okay. So crisscross transmission is not seen here. Crisscross transmission of gene is not seen. Okay, is not seen. So it is obviously autosomal. Okay, it is autosomal. And obviously you can see that 50% of the female, one female that is, and 50% of male, both are affected. So 50% is calculated. So it is autosomal. Okay. Now we have to identify it is autosomal dominant or it is autosomal recessive. So in case of autosomal recessive, the gene remain in the heterozygous form A. Okay. In the recessive situation, the autosomal gene that remain heterozygous form or obviously A small a homozygous, not capital A, capital B. It is not generally seen. Okay, because it is recessive autosomal. So you can see the first two, the female and male, both are affected, but here both are unaffected. So suppose if the both are affected, that means here obviously one small gene must be present there. One small gene must be present there. Okay, one small gene must be present there. Suppose. Next, what happened in the next situation, that here the male and here the father and here the mother. So if one is small a here, that means in case of father, that may be small a, this is, and in case of mother, this is obviously capital A small. Why? Because if A, and here recessive is very important, so that's why the dominant gene must be not present here properly. Okay, because recessive is important here. But in case of recessive, the one gene is not sufficient for diseased one. One gene is not sufficient for diseased one. If this remains in the heterozygous form, then it is unaffected. Okay, then it is unaffected. Clearly understand properly. Unaffected. That is happening here. Unaffected. Because one dominant gene is present. So recessive gene is suppressed here. But in case of diseased, what happened? Obviously recessive gene both are present. Both are present. Okay. this is cancelled. The diseased carrying small a, small a, small a, small a, small a, small a. Clear? So one small a that coming from father. So another small a must be coming from mother, because if father remain in the heterozygous form, that means it has one dominant A. That's why it is unaffected. Clear? But one recessive gene is present here. So in the next generation, what happened? From the unaffected father, one small gene that transmitted to the daughter and one small gene transmitted to the son. So where is the another gene? The another gene obviously transmitted from mother, one small a coming from here to there and one small a from here to there. In that way, it becomes diseased. Clear? It becomes diseased. So it remains in the homozygous form. Homozygous form. Otherwise, it will be never diseased one. Clear? And here you can see, obviously you can understand properly. If AA, that means here obviously small a, and another a as it is unaffected, that means one capital is A there. And so another a coming from father, that's why one small a, and obviously one capital A is there. Clear? So here in case of this one, A is transported either AA form heterozygous or either AA form. We do not properly identify that its genotype is what will happen. As we follow its next generation, then we can confirmly say it is AA or AA not. Clear? Now here you can see AA coming here. So it is unaffected. So either it is AA or AA. Clear? Because it is also stopped here. Its next generation is not seen here. So we do not confirmly say that it is AA or AA. Not small AA, because if small AA, that means it becomes diseased. So it is either AA or AA. Capital A. Heterozygous or homozygous. So in this way, we can say this pedigree tree is actually autosomal recessive. Autosomal recessive, and the two genes must be coming from one father and one mother. If one gene is present, that means it is remaining in heterozygous form and not affected form. Clear? Not affected form. So this is actually the autosomal recessive example. I think you can properly understand how you identify the autosomal recessive, and you obviously check my previous video where I explained about the sex-linked recessive and how you differentiate the autosomal and the sex-linked. If you follow one by one, you can clearly understand. So, thank you.